guys, welcome to another episode of dafavrs, where we give you decent advice from vaguely reliable sources. I'm Chelsea, I'm your vaguely reliable source for today. Today we're going to be talking about anxiety. Anxiety is defined as an unpleasant feeling of inner turmoil that's often accompanied by nervous habits like pacing back and forth or biting your nails. I have anxiety about a great many things. I have anxiety about being in large groups. I have anxiety about going places that I've never been before. I have anxiety about getting up in front of crowds. In the last year or so, my anxiety got a little bit worse than it was, and I was getting anxiety rashes and I was having panic attacks. I've recently not had a panic attack in a very long time. Today I just wanted to share some things that help me deal with my anxiety, because I know that it sucks and I want to help you guys out. First off, I want to start by saying that if you suffer from anxiety or panic attacks, it is completely okay for you to feel anxious, and it's okay for you to voice that you feel anxious or that you don't feel comfortable in a situation. It is completely okay for somebody to say that they have anxiety. It's very important for you, if you know somebody who has an anxiety disorder or a panic disorder, that you understand that telling them to just get over it or deal with it is not helpful at all. That's what my parents told me, and it's not helpful. My first step in dealing with anxiety when I'm presented with a situation that's going to give me anxiety is I take a step back and I just breathe. I forget about the people that are around me. I try to focus my breathing, because that's one of the first things that is one of my first signs, is I start breathing very fast, very shallow breathing, kind of hyperventilating. Close my eyes, I try to focus, do some yoga breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, just kind of try to center myself. My anxiety, a lot of it stems from being claustrophobic, and so when I'm in a situation where there's a lot of people and they're very, very close to me, I have to remind myself constantly that I'm gonna be okay. This is a situation that I can get out of at any point in time, and that I am safe. I think a big part of anxiety for a lot of people is the feeling that they are unsafe. If you can see a way out of a situation that you are in and you are feeling uncomfortable in it, that is a good way to lessen your anxiety, because you know where the exits are. You can get out of that situation at any point in time. There are some symptoms of my anxiety that I cannot fix, like I shake uncontrollably like a chihuahua. Things that you could do, like eliminating certain things out of your diet, like caffeine. Caffeine is one of those things that kind of hypes you up, and when you're having, say, caffeine withdrawals, your anxiety can be amped up. A good way to keep anxiety at bay when you're facing schoolwork is to do it in a time-managed order. Like, plan out that you're going to do this part of the work before this date. You're going to do this much of the work before this date. It's good to have a calendar and then set up all of your schedules like all together, so you can see and you can time manage beforehand. A lot of anxiety is caused by not having enough time to do things, for me, and having a schedule is so helpful. In some cases, your anxiety disorder may be so intense that you need medication, and there's no problem with that. There's nothing to feel guilty about asking for help for an anxiety disorder. My anxiety disorder just isn't that bad. I feel if it was that bad, if it was interfering with my life and my ability to do my work and school, I would ask for help, because there is no shame in that. It is helpful to put yourself into situations where you feel a little bit uncomfortable. Maybe not jumping straight into a rock concert if you have social anxiety. Just do little things. There's little things that you can do. Go to a grocery store by yourself. There's lots of little things that you can do that will kind of condition you so that your anxiety is something that you can cope with easier. And if you do feel anxious about things like crowds, don't feel bad about saying that you don't want to do something with a group of friends. If they're gonna go to, say, a concert, or they're gonna go to a bar, if you don't feel comfortable with those situations, don't feel bad about saying no. You do whatever you can to make yourself comfortable. Maybe next time, just invite them over and you guys can hang out at home. Nobody's perfect. You just gotta work it. That is a Hannah Montana song. It's true. Bye, guys.